Welcome back. I'm Cory.
And I'm Wallace.
And we're an early retired couple that are traveling the world. Today we're in Georgetown, Malaysia.
For today's adventure, we're going to take you guys along with us as we go explore the Clan Jetties. So the Clan Jetties are located in the central business district here in Georgetown, really close to where we're staying, probably only 2 or so blocks away. And it's a series of 7 jetties that have been around since the late 1800s, each of which is owned by members of a Chinese clan or family. They're still in use today, a lot of commercial space. In fact, people still live there, but it is a very big tourist attraction as they were designated a heritage site. So we're gonna go check that out today and take you guys along. Traffic's a little busy, so we waited for the crosswalk. A lot of cars here. But here we are. This is one of the jetties. Don't know which one. We'll find out. According to Google Maps, this is the Lee Jetty. It's very pretty. There's a little temple there, but it looks like people do still live here, so we're going to be pretty quiet and as respectful as we can. But we're going to go down and take a look and see what the other end looks like. All these houses, of course, that are built out over the jetty are over the water. So if you look this way, you can see the pilings that everything's built up on. This one is New Jetty or Mixed Jetty, and I guess that's because it's owned by a mix of different families, so there's not just one family name behind it. And it looks pretty similar. It's just this little kind of almost like an alleyway down with houses on either side built up over the water, and then it looks like it extends out the other end, so we'll go wander down and take a look as well. It's actually really peaceful here. This one here we're on right now, Mixed Jetty, it's just people going about their day-to-day lives. It's just houses on either side of us right now. You can hear kids playing a little bit, in the background.
Given that it's a touristy spot, they must get just annoyed with like the traffic of tourists taking photos and stuff. So I know that we're part of that problem.
Yes, we are.
But I didn't realize how much it was just day-to-day life. I thought this was more touristy.
Yeah, no, it isn't. It's just this is where they live, and it's really pretty, and that's why you've got people like us wandering through with cameras. Behind me now is Yo Jetty, and this one I think is the furthest one on this end, and then we're gonna make our way back across. So we'll wander down here and have a look. We're just sitting out at the end of Yo Jetty, and behind us there you can see a floating Buddhist temple, which is kind of cool.
The traffic is crazy here today.
We just passed Tan Jetty. We're not gonna go wander down because they're all kind of looking very similar. However, on the street in front of Tan Jetty though is the busiest of them all so far. Lots of restaurants, lots of traffic. You can hear all the noise behind us. But we're gonna keep going, and we're gonna go check out Chu Jetty, which is, I guess, the most famous one, or the most visited one that's here.
We made it to Chu Jetty, and this one looks so much different than the others. It is way more touristy.
Chu Jetty clearly is the most popular. It's much busier here. There's a lot of people, as you can see around us. And yeah, it's very pretty though. Very loud, lots of traffic on the street in front. And another Buddhist temple right here at the entrance.
There are these beautiful temples everywhere, mainly right before any of the Clan Jetties. They're very ornate and really pretty.
So the Buddhist temple here, absolutely stunning, so ornate as you saw. We're gonna walk down the jetty now, and even down here, whereas before with the other jetties it was all houses and people just going about their day-to-day lives. Chu Jetty here, it's all shops on either side. So let's go take a look. Very different than the other jetties so far. Now that we're past the shops, we've definitely got the houses on either side again.
Look at the what you are. 我会享受地上人的。
你自己叫餐之後，我制啦。
嚇？
自己叫餐
啊，
This is such a different vibe than the other Clan Jetties, for sure.
Very commercialized.
Like there's restaurants,
Gift shops.
you name it, it's here. You can buy anything.
I think we're done with the crowds now. We're gonna go wander and find some food, maybe some ice cream again, and get out of this crowd of people. So that's pretty much it for the Clan Jetties. We didn't see all of them, but that gives you an idea of what they're like. Very different, very cool. I'm glad we came.
Yeah, this one is very different than any of the others. If you want like a real authentic, go to some of the others, but yeah, I'm glad that we came and checked them out.
And now it's time to go find some food. We came back to Chow Gelato because it was right near Chu Jetty. So we stopped for some gelato before we go for lunch. I got myself the chocolate hazelnut. Oh, it looks rich and delicious. Oh boy. The amount of chocolate and hazelnut flavor in that is incredible. I'm gonna pass this to Cory.
Oh wow, that blows Nutella out of the water. Like, holy. I don't usually like chocolate and hazelnut, but that is good because that's really good taste in. I got the sorbet, lime and mint. Let's see. Holy. Wow, the amount of flavor on that is just, you can taste the lime, you can taste the mint, it is so good. And I'm gonna switch with Wallace.
I'm just stealing a bite of hers. I don't usually like mint in this kind of thing, so we'll see. That's so bright, acidic. It's not that minty actually. It's almost.
There's mint in there.
Yeah, no, there's mint in there. That's different. That's very different. Cory is gonna love that, I'm sure. So we're gonna finish these off and then go find some lunch. So because this is easily the best gelato we've ever had in our lives, we got a couple more flavors to try. This one here is the oolong tea. Oh, really strong tea flavor. Not very sweet at all. Wow, that's different, yeah. And then this is the vanilla bean. Oh, that's lovely. Almost floral. Very, very good. Very creamy, rich vanilla flavor. Absolutely delicious.
I was just super curious. So, oolong tea. That reminds me of tea tang. That was really good. That's like super creamy and vanilla. Oh, that is easily the best vanilla I've ever had. We don't normally like talk about Grab too much, but this is the first time that we've got the same driver. He happens to be one of the best drivers that we've encountered, so we're quite excited.
And here's the fun thing. We just finished our ice cream and we ordered our Grab to go to New World Food Center, which is a hawker center food court area, to get some lunch. And the reason we're going there is because it was on the advice of the Grab driver that we had 2 nights ago when we were coming home from the Escape Penang water park. And that is the same driver who picked up the ride and we're currently waiting for it. So just coincidence, or maybe that was just the way it was meant to be. So this is Steven, our driver. And
see me? Oh my gosh, hello.
Say hello, Steven. So Steven's an absolute legend. He's been a fantastic driver, and he is, so you've been here in Georgetown for how long, Steven?
About five years.
But you're from here, right?
I'm from here, yeah.
But he spent a lot of time in the United States as well. His English is excellent. He's a fantastic driver, and he can also arrange private tours and stuff for you guys. So I'm gonna link his information down below, his WhatsApp contact info. So if you're here in Georgetown, Penang, and you need a driver, reach out to Steven. He'll take care of you. Steven's just dropped us off at New World Food Center, and as you can see behind us, this place is very big, very busy, lots of delicious looking food, and we're gonna go wander around and explore and find something good to eat.
For me, there's not a lot of options. I found mango sticky rice, so I'm getting that. And Wallace is down at the Vietnamese stall, and we'll catch up with him in a bit and see what he got. I found mango sticky rice. It was 10 ringgit. Let's just see. The rice is really good, the mango is really ripe, and the sauce is exactly what you want. So it's a win.
The energy in here is crazy. It's loud, it's chaotic, there's people everywhere. All the food smells incredible. There seems to be a system though. It looks like most people stake out a table first, because both the stalls that we went to order our food, the first thing they ask you is what table number you're sitting at. So I'm thinking they usually bring the food to you, and each of the tables has a number on it. I'm just gonna show you here. So usually I think you would grab a table, stake it out, have someone guard your table while you go and order your food, and then they bring it to you. I didn't know what table we were gonna be sitting at, so she gave me a little buzzer thingy to pick up my food when it's ready. But just something to be aware of when you're here. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty awesome and chaotic, and I'm loving it so far. On Steven's recommendation, I went to the Vietnamese pho stall, and I've got myself a bun bo hue, which is a spicy Vietnamese beef noodle soup. It's got slices of beef, chunks of beef, some looks like Thai basil, rice noodles, and a spicy broth. Looks and smells really good. So I'm just gonna try a bit of the beef first. Oh, the beef is tender, beautifully flavored, savory. Noodles are nicely cooked. The broth is delicious. Yeah, this was 16 ringgit and worth every penny of it.
One of my favorite Vietnamese dishes is tofu lemongrass. I could not find that here, so I'm gonna try the chicken lemongrass. If I don't like it, Wallace has said that he'll eat it. Truth be told, I got it for the rice, the egg, and the veg. So we'll see. Chicken's really new to me, so. The flavor, though, the lemongrass is amazing. So, yeah, not guaranteed I'll eat all the meat, but this will be good.
While Cory's working on her lemongrass chicken, I went and got myself a brown sugar bubble milk tea. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it a stir. Get all that brown sugar syrup worked in. Ooh, not very good. The tea's not bad, it's really strong, really sweet. But the bubbles they use here are more like they've got like a little crunchiness, like a jelly almost. They're not the chewy tapioca bubbles that we're used to back home. So hit and miss sometimes with bubble tea. This one's a miss for me. I was still hungry, so I went to the char kway teow stall right behind Cory there. They've been busy the whole time we've been sitting here, so I ordered a small plate of char kway teow with crab as well. And it's gonna take about 20 minutes before I get my plate. So they're back there cooking up a storm because they've got a lot of orders in the queue ahead of me, which is usually a very good sign. My char kway teow has arrived. Looks and smells pretty darn good. It's got some fish cake, some Chinese sausage or lap chum, and some lump crab meat in there. Let's just mix this up and dig in. Oh. They know how to make char kway teow in this country. This is good.
I'm going for more of a dessert. Just mango juice, simple mango juice, and chendol, which is shaved ice with a whole bunch of toppings. Much sweeter than the one that we had in Singapore, but every bit as good.
So again, with the chendol, the actual chendol, the little green jellies are rice flour jelly with pandan, and then it's red bean, coconut milk, and usually palm sugar syrup to sweeten. Usually really refreshing, and it usually melts really fast, so Cory's gonna have to eat pretty quick here. All right, I think that's gonna do it for New World Park Food Center. That was a lot of food. It was really delicious, and it was really great value. What did you think?
I'm actually surprised. I was able to find a few things. There's not a lot of options, but what there is options for, they're really tasty.
Yeah, so just to recap, Cory had the mango sticky rice, I had the bun bo hui noodles, you had the lemongrass chicken rice dish, got a bubble tea, I got the char kway teow with crab, you've got the chendol and the mango juice. Yep. So all of that together was 72 ringgit, or to put that in perspective, just a hair over 23 Canadian dollars and a little bit more than 16 US dollars for all of that food that we just had. Tremendous value. If you're in the area, or even if you need to take a grab ride to get here, highly recommended. So we're gonna go take a grab back, I think back to the Airbnb for a little bit, rest and recover, take a nap maybe to recover from all that food, and we'll pick you guys up again later. Welcome back. It's a few hours later. We've had a bit of a nap and a rest to recover from all that food at lunch, and it's also nice and cool now.
Yeah, we're gonna head to a Christmas market and go check it out. But this little park that we found on our first night, it's really pretty, and it's the first time we've been out in the evening. We just wanted to show you all the lanterns.
Yeah, this was along the way, so we're gonna walk through this park, show you the lanterns, and then the Christmas market. We're not really sure what it is. We were driving by in a Grab and we saw it being advertised and they were setting up for it. Don't know what a outdoor Christmas market here in Georgetown entails, but we're gonna find out and we're gonna take you along. There's this big covered market area here on the right as we're walking through. Our Grab driver said that sometimes they do outdoor markets here, but haven't seen anything here the entire time we've been staying in Georgetown. And to that side behind the fence is an archaeological site. It looks like there's a really old building there. We're gonna try and get closer and take a quick look here. There's a gap in the fence here so you can see into this archaeological site. Looks like a really old, dilapidated building structure. Not sure what they're doing here, but it is all fenced off, and there was workers in here during the week doing some sort of construction work. We found our Christmas market.
We're gonna find a way across first.
We're wandering through the little market now. Sorry for the noise. There's also a mosque across the street, so you can hear the call to prayer going right now.
Hello.
So a lot of food vendors, a lot of different weird snacks, drinks, some merchandise vendors as well. Pretty cool. Not very Christmassy per se, but still kind of neat. So not quite a Christmas market in the traditional sense.
Not in our traditional sense. For all we know, this is all they know. So
Yes.
that's not fair.
There was a lot of Christmas music being blasted out of the speakers down at the other end. So I guess in that way it's pretty Christmassy. Anyways, it's pretty busy. It's mostly just a big food festival kind of thing with lots of food vendors. A lot of delicious smells in there. So we're gonna go wander through one more time, probably grab a snack and a drink. And I think that's where we're gonna leave you guys for the night.
Yeah.
So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, give us a like, and make sure to subscribe.
And we hope that you'll join us in our next video for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.